Hi, I'm Robin Bensley. Welcome to Chow Time. Is there anything more beautiful than a rotisserie chicken? One of the greatest inventions of all time. You can buy them just about everywhere nowadays. They're always good, they're always inexpensive. And the thing is, the first night you carve off some chicken for a hassle-free dinner along with some vegetables, and then the next night you pick off all the meat from the bones and you make a fantastic dish like this. I have 4 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes steaming away, big chunks. And here's the key. You don't want to overcook these potatoes because then you're going to have mashed potatoes. And I want those chunks, so keep a close eye on there. Probably 15 minutes or so, maybe 20 ought to do it, but just, they're a little firm right now, but they're not too far off. So we'll let those cook away, and I'm going to make this dressing. Simple but delicious dressing. I have in a bowl the juice of 1 lemon. Now this was a very large, very juicy lemon, so you may have to use 2 to get that much. I'm going to add 2/3 of a cup of olive oil. About 1/4 of a cup of rice vinegar. A generous amount of salt, 2 teaspoons, because that's a lot of potatoes. One and a half teaspoons of pepper. And one of my favorite ingredients. This is saffron, saffron threads. This was a gift from a friend. It is the most expensive spice in the world. Actually, it makes a great gift for a foodie friend. And these are saffron threads. So I'm going to take 2 big pinches of saffron, put them in here. Okay, maybe just another slight pinch. We're going to whisk all that up. I better check my potatoes. Let me see. They're almost there. They're almost there. I'm going to take a big piece out just to double check. It's kind of like cooking pasta al dente. You don't want them quite al dente. You want them nice and fork tender, but you want them to hold their shape. Let me see. I know I'm going to burn the roof of my mouth. Nope, not there yet. While I'm waiting on the potatoes, I'm going to thinly slice 2 bunches of scallions to go in. And of course, include some of that green. That looks good. Come on, potatoes. Perfect, perfect. Nice and tender, still holding their shape. I'm going to bring these over to the sink. Empty out the water. back over to the stove. While the potatoes are hot, I want to pour this dressing over, because those hot potatoes will absorb the dressing. It'll also help melt the saffron to give it a pretty yellow color. So we're just going to let that just sit for a minute until they cool down a little bit and the potatoes get a little more firm. This has cooled down somewhat. The potatoes have absorbed some of that dressing. So now I'm just going to add my scallions, which will add a nice little bit of a fresh crunch to it. And then here's my rotisserie chicken. This looks about like 2.5, 3 cups of that chicken. I kept it in pretty big pieces to go with the large chunks of potato. Then I'm going to toss it gingerly to mix everything in without disturbing those potatoes too much. Sure smells good. Now we can plate it up. Look at this. It just makes the perfect main course potato salad, especially for summertime. So let me get a piece of chicken, potato, got to get those crunchy scallions in there. Absolutely delicious. I love saffron, so anybody that wants to give a foodie like myself, for instance, the gift of saffron, feel free.